Out of the great nothingness was born the One. An explosion of outward movement, heat and light, expanding rays with infinite potential. And then the second was born, gravity condensing, collecting into darkness, absorbing everything around it, becoming the densest black hole. In the most miraculous and beautiful way, these two forces began an interplay, a cosmic dance, unveiling everything in the universe, stars, planets, nebulae, and the vastness of space in between them. All life emerged out of this dynamic equilibrium. It is seen in all things, expansion and contraction, day and night, light and dark, hot and cold, fire and water. Fire and water are fundamental manifestations of this dynamic within our earthly realm. Fire moves upward and burns everything above it, while water is cold and heavy, swallowing everything below. With water in the depths and fire above, this interplay cannot fully be realized. These two forces must be able to interact, and only in a realm where space is held for this is it possible. If water is below, it falls downward and never touches the fire. And if fire sits above, it rises upward, never interacting with the water. But as soon as water is brought above the fire or fire below water, then the two elements can truly interact. Put water over the fire incorrectly and you may extinguish the fire, or the water may evaporate. Balance in this relationship requires a stabilizing factor, and that factor is what we call earth. Think of a vessel, a clay pot made of earth, that allows water to be heated by fire without extinguishing it. Earth enables this balance, preventing the destruction of either element. Earth is that stabilizing force, allowing these elements to play harmoniously. We live in a Garden of Eden, where abundance arises. Earth holds the fire of the sun, allowing it to warm the depths of the cool earthly waters. This balance creates the conditions for life to flourish. Look inside yourself, and there you will find the fire of the heart expressing and accomplishing. Also, you will find the waters of the kidney holding your essence deep within, rooting you in yourself. Two forces existing within your own being, both fire and water. Use intention to let that fire reach down like the sun to warm your watery depths. Let your roots anchor the fire of your spirit. You are like a lotus, rooted in the mud of the lake's floor and a flower at the water's surface, reaching up toward the sky. A long cord connects these aspects of yourself, allowing them to cooperate in cultivating life. Born from the harmonious marriage of these primordial elements, held in balance within this earthly realm, we find a garden. It is a place where life is nurtured and sustained in harmony. We are in the garden, and we are gardeners. But there is also a garden within us. It is a field we can cultivate, where we can grow a special medicine that brings abundance and longevity. Prepare your garden now. Feel that field in the core of your being. Clear it of debris, of stones, of weeds. Create a space where the soil can be carefully tended and nurtured. Breathe in healing energy, exhale stagnant energy. With each breath, let the plants of your spirit and body grow strong and full of vitality. Imagine the garden in rich detail. Sit on a rock, feel the earth beneath you, and sink your feet into the soil. Look at the flowers and trees, listen to the birds chirping, watch the bees and butterflies in flight. See the plants rooted deep in the earth, with earthworms aerating rich soil. Feel the interconnectedness of all life within your garden. Learn to tend your inner garden just as we tend to the outer one. There is a landscape of awareness, and the garden is our own mind, our consciousness. Through mindfulness, we can create a healthy space for this garden, establishing good boundaries. Our gardens must be cultivated, protected from erosion by the elements, and given ample light, water, and circulation to thrive. The garden of our psyche requires us to do the same with habits and behaviors in order to cultivate a balanced and healthy life. Just as we step away from activities or conversations that leave us feeling overwhelmed, we step away from the wild, untamed wilderness and into a garden of careful cultivation. If the garden is left unattended, it will become overgrown. Thoughts, like weeds, will take over every corner of that space. They crowd the mind, leaving us stagnant and confused. But we can remove negative thoughts, just as we carefully weed a garden. We can make changes for the better and step into an active role in transformation. And through mindful, gentle observation, we can allow past experiences and beliefs to break down, transforming into something new. Like compost that nourishes and enriches our garden beds, stagnating thoughts eventually fade and transform if we keep our minds on what we are trying to accomplish. And when the garden is weeded and prepared, the soil is ready, soft and rich. It is finally time to plant a seed. The seed is the beginning of transformation, momentum, growth, energy, and inner vitality. It is a special medicine, healing from within, nourishing your body and mind. The seed is the beginning of thoughts that grow into positivity and accomplishment. The seed will become the elixir of life. Prepare your soil. Plant the seed. Nourish it so you can one day bring it to harvest. We live in the garden, and we are gardeners. But there is also a garden within us. Tend to it, and it will bring you a life of abundance. Nurture your inner garden so it can be full of life and vitality. Let the seed of life and consciousness grow, and in time, your inner work will bear fruit in this world.